Yeah.
You should have. I don't disagree with that. Canada is dog shit. Have you seen Trudeau? Like, holy fuck.
Wait. No, why do you go from that to that? Are you just trying to be a troll?
Are supposed to help the downtrodden, right?
Oh, but the problem is they don't. That's the illusion. That's the story they tell you.
We're gonna pay debt. Why the fuck are we supposed to have debt?
Not payment of the debt, but the servicing of the debt, which is the interest we owe the Federal Reserve, which is owned by a private array of banks. That it's not federal. There's no accountability other than the president appoints at the board of a single person on the board of governors of the Federal Reserve, and that's all. It's not federal. There are no fucking reserves. It's unconstitutional. We should audit the Fed.
Do you think we should reestablish the British Empire? I'm a big fan of that. Should reestablish the English Empire.
Yeah, so over here, don't do that.
You're glowing super glowy. Why are you so glowy?
I'm Canadian, dude. I'm Welsh English Canadian.
I don't believe you anything. I don't believe anything right now. You're so glowy. It's not even funny.
What? I want some booty, but I also want some, I want some pride from English.
British Empire. The British Empire exists. It just got renamed the Commonwealth in the propaganda push, but it's the same function.
The Commonwealth is cool. They
realized that they couldn't maintain hard power with the military, and they transitioned into economic and political power. They transitioned to soft power. They went through a PR renaming where they just made the British Empire the Commonwealth, and they retained all the tendrils of subservience, so every major Commonwealth country is actually just still a monarchy. That's why Canada actually still sucks, because it's not a free country like they like to lie to themselves and they think they are. They fight. The Queen owns that fucking country. The Prime Minister swears an oath to the Queen. She can dissolve the Parliament, just like she can do with Australia and all kinds of other ones. Like, they're not independent countries. Monarchies and evil. America needs to remember that we fought against monarchy. That the monarchy was our original fucking enemy.
If she were to dissolve the Parliament, the countries would just ignore her and keep on going with their.
No, they would not.
Yes,
they would not. That's about like the same people that in the Canadians and the Australians that say stuff like, "Oh, well, she's just a figurehead." It's the same bullshit response. It's not true. It's not based on facts.
You really think the monarchy is still an operator?
Oh, yeah, I
think it's a couple decadent millionaires who have some royal blood in them and forgot how to rule.
If you think
you want to talk about global conspiracy,
you're naive about how rich
global
they
conspiracy. Talk about the fucking spy agencies around the world working against the average man. That's the conspiracy.
Okay, well, listen to this, the D2. Who do you think fucking created this current CIA? The OSS was tried by MI6.
British
you know
first,
what I mean?
then us. But I'm just saying.
Then us, they infiltrated our system. I'm telling you, that was part of the compromise. The 1947 National Security Act, they used the training saying, hey, we'll show you how to do this, to infiltrate our decision-making process, and then they use this as their military long arm because they're just a fucking piddly nation state. Their goddamn country is smaller than my state.
I mean, I know all the history of that, but I'm just saying, like, it's the global, it's the people behind the curtain. It's not these people out in the open who actually run the shit.
My God.
It's the big money behind it. It's the big spy agencies behind it. That's what the shit is.
They don't stop.
And yes,
here we go.
The illusion that the monarchy is not at play is a very well-crafted propaganda push that's not true. The monarchy is at play. World War I and World War II were mostly, look at it, like if you really want to, hey, mind blow, World War I and World War II were mostly a consolidation of the monarchical power across Europe under the existing head of the monarchies of Europe, which was Victoria in England, even though they were really, Saxe-Coburg-Gotha Germans that had to change their name to Windsor in World War II just to, avoid the anti-German sentiment because they're really Germans. But the secret is like they talk about the one king who abdicated because he was a Nazi. They're all fucking Nazis. Like, and they're heavily involved in the satanic blackmail, pedophilia ring systems and murder systems. Like, Have you seen the picture of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell sitting at the cabin at Balmoral, the same place where the picture of the Queen is sitting? That's kind of... Did you see the picture of Ghislaine Maxwell and, who's that actor? Fucking... Oh, from House of Cards. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway. Sitting on the actual fucking throne. Did you see that shit? No. Kevin Spacey. Yeah. Kevin Spacey and Ghislaine Maxwell on the goddamn throne of England. Like, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, little boy.
The monarchy is at play. Now, I'm sure that at some point there's a good conversation to be had about, you know, how compromised was the monarchy and where's the power structure. If you've seen the pictures of, like, the Rothschilds, you know, like, one of the, I think it's Edward the Rothschild pushing on Charles. Like, literally his finger is on Charles's chest. You don't put your finger on royalty's chest unless you're fucking powerful. You know what I mean? Like...
Do you remember all the Muslim terrorists?
Oh yeah, what about them?
They're all gone now.
Well, they're not all gone, but, you know, they serve their purpose.
Where's COVID? COVID's gone.
No, it's not.
I got one.
Those are overgeneralizations, but I get what you're saying.
Copy knocked him.
What's up?
What's the connection between the Muslim prophecies of the end times and the Christian ones?
Well, the fact that all of the monotheisms are artificially created and have their esoteric branches designed to hold the ancient truths. So,
yeah,
and that's why you see a unification of theme across the monotheisms, which is for Islam, it's the Sufis, which are the main ones who are the sources of most of the Muslim prophecies. And not just the prophecies, but making them come true. The Masons for the Christians and the Kabbalists for the Judeans. Those are the esoteric branches. I mean, there's more, you know what I mean? Like,
okay. Next one. Are aliens real?
Probably. I mean, yes, depending on your definition, but probably. I mean, at a basic level, the Drake equation needs fundamental restructuring.
Alright.
Out of, like, 8-foot tall red-headed skeletons, but that's archaeologically provable.
You disappoint me on so many levels. But you're getting there.
I mean, there are stories of giants throughout history, and some of the ancient megalithic structures are mysterious enough that some people will definitely consider giants as a possibility. You know, you got stones in Baalbek, yeah, like so huge the Romans didn't even know how the hell that was done, and then they just built on top of it and stuff. But throughout history, there's a lot of stories, but I've yet to see any evidence of like really big giants. Or even better, probably my favorite subset of the giant is the underground cannibal giants. That one's from Malta.
And if you had an AC on you, we could.
Whoa. Half the team left.
Alright, I'm gonna join that team.
I think the reality is we need to understand that Israel is not necessarily very often does not act like an ally to us.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to use soap and water every day, you know that?
I mean, an ally should act like an ally, I would think. You know, act like an enemy, maybe you get treated more like an enemy.
You're gonna die old and wrinkly.
Yeah, boy. Take time out. Think about your life.
I think most of us always think about our life.
Blitz, no. Blitz. He was a good terrorist.